All right, fire away.
Jakeem kind of got through that for as long as he could anyway.
Yeah, no, he showed a lot of toughness. He battled through that, obviously, when he got tackled on that return that had the penalty on. Got tackled low and then hurt himself, but just kept kind of coming back and did everything he could. Really respect him for doing that.
Is that the longest punt you've ever seen in the air?
It is. It actually really is.
I mean, can you figure, like, how does that happen?
That was long, although I guess that's back-to-back weeks, really. Yeah, the other one, I guess the Raiders guy, that was a far one too. So we've had kind of back-to-back bombs. So that hasn't happened in my career, no.
If you need some help returning, what has Simba shown you the last couple of weeks on the practice field?
Oh, he keeps, just like any practice squad player, just like any player, period, just getting better, working at their craft. So that I just said it again today in the meeting. Whenever you have to get called up and it's your time, we expect you to perform and go. So you got to always be ready.
With Jakeem showing great playmaking ability on the special team squad, any discussion between you and Matt about getting him on offense? You have to protect him a little bit, like, no, this is not the guy.
No, I don't protect him. I mean, he's a Chicago Bear, so whatever he can do to help the team win, I'm sure that's what we'll do. So however he's used, I'm all for it.
Chris, it just seems like there's not as many returns. Is it harder to develop a guy like a Corey Graham or DeAndre Houston Carson because they're just not getting as much, work, I guess?
I think you're kind of stereotyping returns. You are correct. There's not as many returns. I think it's, I don't know what the percentage is, what ours is with regards to kickoffs. I think we might be at about 50% maybe. So we're at half or just under that. It's harder, obviously, at the beginning of the year. You want to get some right now because as the weather changes, that's going to pick up. And you don't want to have to make those first-time mistakes later on in the year when maybe the stakes are a little bit higher. But with regards to developing guys, I don't find that as a hindrance. I think you can still find ways to develop them, get them ready.
Is there a young guy in this group that is kind of taking that step and looks like a keeper?
Yeah, I think so. No, I think so. I mean, there's been some guys that have stepped up on the kickoff team. There's Marquise Christian. We put in 55 last week, Sam Kamara, and he did well. There's guys have stepped up, but at the same time, when we're practicing kickoff return, those guys that are on the look squad, so to speak, on the kickoff team, we're coaching those guys up the same way to get them developed.
Coach, I was just about to ask you about Sam Kamara. What have you liked about his development? He seems to be getting a lot of looks at different teams. And what have you liked about his development and skill set with his size on the field?
I think he's a strong physical player. If you go back and watch him on the kickoff returns and watch him block, it's almost like running into a brick house. I mean, he's very, very strong, stops the guy, and it allows us to get the return going. In the cover area, we just played him on the kickoff team and did a nice job. There's still areas for improvement that hopefully we see this week. I mean, that was his first NFL game last week, so you always, as I always say, game 1 to game 2, you hope to see improvements. And then he played in on our punt return team and did a nice job in there. So hopefully we can keep that trend going.
On the 12-yard punt return where Jakeem kind of with the left half ran right, did he sell a fair catch somehow, or did they just assume he was doing it? How do you explain?
I think they assumed it. I think but it was something that took a chance. I think it was a good play. Obviously, it turned out for us, so you can say it was a good play. And I thought it was good hidden yardage. Whether you're starting, as I told the guys, could be starting the ball on the 9-yard line right there. Or you send them up to whatever it was, the 20 or 21, gives the offense a little bit more breathing room. No one talks about it, but in our world, that's a big play.
What does it say about his explosiveness? He's standing me to him, and he catches the ball.
Well, it shows that he's fearless, shows that he's a risk taker. Those are qualities that we like in our returners. And then obviously he has big play ability, and I'm glad he did what he did,
When in the moment, were you glad he did?
In the moment, I have to admit that I said he's not. I don't think he's taking a fair catch here. No, he's not. You know, and then off he went. So he's a good catcher. So I got a lot of confidence in the guy.
Anything notable to you about Pierce's one shot at returning there?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he had to come in there and fill in, and just kind of same deal. Was on the practice squad, gets elevated, and if it's your time, we ask you to do something. We expect you to get it done, and he did do that. So that was good.
Especially when a guy's on a roll, does it matter that Santos didn't get any field goal attempts, or does the 33-yard PAT kind of help mitigate that absence, that void?
Yeah, I don't really get caught up on the streak or anything.
He's kicking well. I mean,
Yeah, no, he is. You know, just.
does it help to kick every week, and keep that,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, you want as many chances as you get, and just kind of just staying true to the process for him. And fortunately, it'll be. I think it's going to be nice down in Tampa this weekend. So hopefully, he hits well down there.
Released Mickens, their return guy. How do you prep for a guy who's maybe more of an unknown?
Darden, we've watched a lot of him, and he played in the Rams game, and he's a good player, shifty, kind of reminds me of Jakeem a little bit. And then we've watched, obviously, did him coming out of college, and then re-watched all his North Texas stuff. So we've watched quite a bit of film on him. He's explosive. He's dangerous. He has our attention, and if Mickens gets pulled back up, we've also studied him and shown the guys, and we'll be ready for either or. It'll be a big challenge for us either way. Thanks, guys.